Hello friends, we now try to understand one important question. This is a question paper question for 4 marks. Explain throttling process using TS and HS diagram. In the question paper it is given as PV and TS diagram, but there should be one correction. It is not PV and TS, it is a TS and HS diagram. Consider the TS diagram first. Now this is known as saturation curve, and this process as usual is steam formation at higher pressure P1, then steam formation at somewhat lower pressure P2. So P1 is greater and P2 is lower. Now these three lines I have drawn here, random three lines, 1, 2, 3. These lines, like from top and goes to bottom corner, these lines are nothing but constant enthalpy lines. Now any point on line P1, see here, two phase region, any point that is 1 meeting with point 2, this 1 to 2 process, it is coming on constant enthalpy line. So consider 1 here, so 2 will be coming here. Consider 1 on the saturation curve, so 2 will come in the vapor region. Both the points 1 and 2 in vapor region, liquid plus vapor region, both the points are in liquid plus vapor region, but here in this case this is the point 1 on saturation line and 2 in the vapor region only. So we can say that 1 to 2 process is a constant enthalpy process, or it is also known as throttling process. Now consider the HS diagram. Very simple. This is the saturation curve, and I have drawn three lines here just for the reference, P1, P2 and P3 lines, where P1 is greater, P2 is intermediate pressure and P3 is lower pressure. Now this 1 is the beginning of throttling, constant enthalpy. See, this axis is enthalpy. So any horizontal line drawn, it is known as constant enthalpy or throttling process line. So 1 to 2, see, pressure drops from P1 to P2, but enthalpy at 1 and enthalpy at 2, that is constant. Again, enthalpy at 1 and 2 is constant because this is a horizontal line, but the pressure drops. Here also P2 to, see, pressure from P2 to P3. Again the line is horizontal. So in this way you can show one line, or you can show 2, 3 lines. Even one line can be sufficient in your answer. Here also only one line can be sufficient in your answer, but I have drawn more than one for your understanding. Now understand some of the silent features. See here, when the steam or any fluid means any gas, any vapor, any refrigerant gas that is passing through a orifice or small opening, then the process is known as what? Throttling. The steam passing through small orifice or small opening is known as what? Throttling process. Now what happens exactly in throttling process? Pressure of the steam drops from P1 to P2, that we have seen. See here, 1 on pressure P1 line, 2 on pressure P2 line, so pressure drops. Here also 1 on, 0.1 on pressure P1 line and 0.2 comes on P2 line, so pressure drops from P1 to P2. That is the first characteristic, very important. Pressure of the steam drops from P1 to P2. Second point, there is no work done during this process and there is no heat transfer during this process, that is W is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 0. There is no work done during the throttling process, no heat transfer during the throttling process. Third important point is this one, enthalpy before and after the process remains constant. That means this process is known as, throttling process is also known as constant enthalpy process because enthalpy before and after is constant. Say Point number 1, enthalpy is H1, H1 equal to H2. But H1 is what? Sum of internal energy and flow work at point 1 is equal to sum of internal energy and flow work at point 2. So U1 plus P1 V1 is nothing but U2 plus P2 V2. This is our equation number 2. And another equation from the steam point of view is HF1, this is the enthalpy of liquid at point 1, plus X times HFG1, this is the enthalpy of two-phase region, liquid plus vapor, liquid plus steam or water plus steam. This is nothing but enthalpy of the liquid at point number 2 and X times enthalpy of the two-phase, that is water plus steam, equation number 3. Now see here, X1 is dryness fraction in the beginning of the steam, in the beginning of the process, throttling process, and X2 is the dryness fraction at the end of throttling process. Usually X2 is made equal to 1. So what is the meaning of throttling? During the throttling process, dryness fraction increases to the level of 1. So this equation will become, what it will become? HF2 plus HFG2. In that case, you can find out X1. Or if X1 is given, you can find out X2. But remember, X1 will be say 0.2. So X2 will be more than 0.2. If X1 is 0.5, X2 will be more than 0.5. Consider the TS diagram again. This is the high pressure line P1 and this is the low pressure line P2, and the point I have written is in TS diagram P1 is greater than P2 and the process 1 to 2 is known as throttling or constant enthalpy process or constant enthalpy line. Now we consider the another diagram, that is HS diagram. This we know it well. This is known as a Mollier chart or Mollier diagram. And in this diagram again pressure P1 is greater than P2 and P2 greater than P3. So in HS diagram or Mollier diagram again P1 is greater than P2 and the process 1 to 2 is known as throttling process, or it is also known as constant enthalpy line or constant enthalpy process. Now from equation 3 I have already explained, this is equation in terms of X1 and X2. From equation 3, if X1 is given, X2 can be determined. If X2 is given as 1, then X1 can be determined. There are two purposes of this equation. If X1 is given, you can find out X2, and if X2 is given as 1, then you can find out X1. So this is very important equation. So friends, in the question paper it is given as PV and TS diagram to draw. That is a wrong statement in the question itself. We have to draw TS and HS diagram for the steam throttling process. So I hope friends you will get the benefits of this video. You listen to the video, see it carefully 2-3 times, and you can definitely have a better answer for this question. Thank you.